Sup, y'all? Bring you guys another video. Just bring you guys a quick post-fight thoughts video of the Shakur Stevenson versus Oscar Valdez fight. This fight recently took place over in Vegas. It was the main event on ESPN. Fight ended up going the distance. It went the whole 12 rounds, and Shakur Stevenson is now the new unified WBO, WBC, and Ring Magazine super featherweight champion of the world, 130 pounds. And he dominated. He dominated this fight. I was in New York City when this fight was happening. If you guys don't know, I was over at the Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano fight over at the Garden. Oh my God, man. I'm so happy I went to go watch that in person. And yeah, and unfortunately, this event was going on the same day. It is what it is. I was in the streets of New York watching this fight on my phone. We just exited out the garden, and maybe 5-7 minutes into our walking, because we were walking around the city, because my brother has never seen the city yet, so we were showing him around. And while we were walking around the city, going to Times Square, going to Rockefeller Plaza, finding a halal guys and eating some halal guys, I was watching this fight on my phone, and it was a pretty dominant win from Shakur. Shakur controlled the fight using the jab, using his range, and he was catching Valdez from the outside with that long reach of his. Valdez would had moments here and there when he would go in, he would try to land something big, but the footwork, also the movement of Shakur, was just too much for Valdez. Shakur was able to keep up his movement pretty much throughout the whole entire fight. Valdez definitely had moments here and there where he had close rounds, and those are the rounds that the judges gave it to him. One judge gave him 3 rounds, and I think you can definitely argue 3 rounds for him. I think I gave him 2, so I had it 118-109 in favor of Shakur. But I guess if you're being a little bit more generous towards Valdez, I could see you giving him 3 rounds. But it was definitely all pretty much Shakur, man. The dude was dominating the fight, was able to score a knockdown in the middle rounds. Can't remember exactly what round. It wasn't the cleanest knockdown, but it was still a knockdown nevertheless. And yeah, it was just a total dominant performance from Shakur. I don't know what the game plan was for Shakur Stevenson and Eddie Reynoso. They were kind of going in there. I mean, they tried to cut off the ring here and there, but I don't know if they were just hoping to land something clean. I don't know, but I can't blame them, man, because Shakur is a tough puzzle to beat, man. That's why I always believe. I've always said that Shakur is the main man who will beat all these young guns at 135 pounds. I think Shakur, once he's done at 130 and he moves up to 135, he's gonna clear that out the division. He's gonna beat every single one of them: Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Tank Davis, George Kambosos, Devin Haney, Lomachenko eventually. Right now, Lomachenko, he's probably the only one right now that I'm not too confident Shakur can beat at the moment today. But maybe in a couple years, I could definitely see Shakur being the one to beat Loma eventually, one of these days. But yeah, Shakur did a spectacular job, dominant win for him, and people were booing this and that. He got into an altercation, or his family got into an altercation during the post-fight press conference. Crazy. He also proposed to his girl after the fight. My stream was actually pretty bad for some reason. I don't know why it kept lagging on me, so I missed some pieces here and there, but for the most part I think I got the gist of the round that Shakur was winning in. And he barely had a scratch on him. Valdez, his face was all marked up red, like, man. And Shakur would always use that jab as a distance measure. There are times where he would stick it out there, and I think the referee warned him about that. But yeah, he's a very smart boxer, and skills pay the bills, man. It really does. And Shakur, people are gonna criticize him. Oh, he ran this and that. Well, it's called boxing, man. It's the art of hitting without getting hit. And Shakur displayed that spectacularly in this fight. And which was expected, actually. Styles make fights. The styles just favor Shakur big time in this one. big time. And yeah, definitely a tough loss for Oscar Valdez. First loss in his pro career. Um, his first loss should have been the Robson Conceição, but whatever. First loss in his pro career, 30-1 now, 23 wins coming by way of knockout TKO. Can he rebound from this? Yeah, of course he can rebound from this. Can he become a world champion right now? It's going to be tough. If you look at 130 pounds, obviously Stevenson is now the main man of the division. We have Konichi Ogawa, who fights for Matchroom. We have Roger Gutierrez, who fights mainly for PBC these days. So I'm not sure if Valdez can become a world champion again, but he can still definitely get some good fights. But actually, I'd like to see him just stay busy for the time being, stay active, get an easy win, get that confidence back, and just hope that he doesn't get test positive. Hopefully, he doesn't test positive again, and try to just rebound from this win and get back to winning ways. And then maybe he'll get another shot at the world title. Maybe not against Shakur, but maybe against another champion. As for Shakur, the goal is to always unify, to always be unified champion. He did that. He became unified champion with this fight. But the goal is to be undisputed. And right now there are two other champions in the 130-pound division, the super featherweight division, or junior lightweight division as they call it, or as some other people call it. And like I mentioned, Gutierrez holds at WBA, Ogawa holds at IBF. Try to get one of those fights, but to my understanding is Ogawa will be fighting Joe Cordina soon, and Roger Gutierrez was supposed to fight somebody else, but he got postponed, and now I think he might end up fighting Hector Luis Garcia, I think. So yeah, so I guess while they're all doing their own thing, Shakur, in my opinion, best easiest fight to be made is the Robson Conceição fight. Just because I think Robson deserves another shot at the world title after the Oscar Valdez fight. So, why not fight Conceição for the time being? So yeah, or move up to 135 now, but everybody's kind of busy at 135 at the moment. Anyway, very good win, very dominant win from Shakur. If you saw the fight, let me know what did you think about it in the comments. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and like always, have a great day. Alright, thanks.